Hey everyone, I'm Blind Ryan, and oh my god, I didn't think I'd actually be able to do this, but we are going to describe the entirety, or at least the entirety of what I can do, of Final Fantasy XIV to the blind. So for those who don't know, Final Fantasy XIV is not only a Final Fantasy game, but also an MMO. So, um, there is a frankly staggering amount of shit in this game to do, and to read, and to experience, and I'm going to try to describe all of it because I'm insane. If you like this, please be sure to send me donations because it's $12 a month for the subscription. So, excuse me. With that out of the way, the video is going to be very short compared to the other ones, maybe, because we're just going to do the intro stuff. I'm going to pause the video to set up my UI. That's going to take a while. And then we'll do enough of the intro stuff so that my guild can invite me in. And then I'm going to go for a walk. And then I'll come home, rest a little bit, try to start Yakuza 3 because I'm just that insane that I'm starting 2 separate descriptives on the same day. And I'll try to describe Yakuza until dinner, and then I will, I'll have my dinner, go for another walk, and then come back and maybe describe more Final Fantasy. I don't know how it's going to actually play out, but that's how I'd like it to. So yeah. We're on the character creation screen. I made my character at 4 in the morning because that's how early you have to wake up to get on Balmung, the server. So here's what our guy looks like. He's a Catman with a very thin tail, much like Chip's tail. It looks like it could break through a wall. You know, that kind of thin whippy tail. But he's a Catman, so it doesn't work like that. He has extremely dark red skin and bright white hair in a mullet because I am 80s. He's got big old thick eyebrows. He's got a white left eye because I'm blind in my left eye, and he's got a red right eye. He's got black markings on his face, but you can't really see them that well, but they're very covering. He's got other, like, scars and shit, and then he's got what I can give them for beards. He's got a chin strap beard, but he's got really long sideburns, so at least there's that. And then for his clothing, clothes are going to be a little difficult for me to describe. The best I can say is he's wearing the starter gear. So he's got leather boots up to the knees. He's got kind of puffy pants. He's got many belts. A Tetsuya Nomura fucking wet dream. He's got a vest on. He's got a shirt that is unbuttoned on the top and bottom 2 buttons, so it looks like he's bursting through, but he's really thin, so it doesn't quite work. He's got wristlets up to the elbows, which end in like weird metal elbow pads, and then his shirt sleeves are rolled up. So that is what he looks like. Oh yeah, also he has the aforementioned cattail and cat ears. So that is what our boy looks like. He will change over the years. We're starting as a Conjurer because I've never done a healing class. Why the fuck not? You can change classes on the fly. I want to learn how to do all the classes, and I know healing is going to be the hardest, so that's what we're going to start with. And we start in New Gridania, which, as you'll see, is very foresty. I'm hoping they didn't fuck up the, stupid Q. I'm hoping they didn't fuck up the opening video, because I had to do it in a really specific way, so that we could still get the opening video. Excuse me. I have a tiny bit of a lung cold. For reasons unbeknownst. I'm probably only going to do 2 laps today, but we'll see. And for those who are interested, I am starting this descriptive at 282.2 pounds. Although today probably didn't help with that because I had some leftover spaghetti for dinner instead of my vegetables. Because we're having pizza, and I'm getting a medium pizza, and I'm thinking I'm going to have a quarter a day. Okay, good, it did work. So we are in the emptiness of space. And there's like a weird blue light kind of floating around. Ugh, white flash. Fucking white flash. Okay, so here we are. We are floating in the middle of space. And we are put down. We are dropped down. We are falling. And we land on nothing. So she said here. Shakes his head.
Here. Feel.
He's looking around. Excuse me. It's a bright light, like a sun, rather than, you know, the Jesus light. He's walking towards it. The sun gets blacked out, and a black-robed man comes through with a red mask. The robe's got spikes and shit all over it.
Here. Feel. Think.
And the sun, like, comes down to us and shrinks, and then shines very fucking bright and transforms us into, I guess, a conjurer. White robes, white boots, red trim, silver head thing. He pulls out his staff of light. Other guy. So yeah, now they're rushing towards each other. And then bright flash of light. And like I said, we can change classes, so we're not going to stay a conjurer. We're going to be moving around a lot. Oi! Alright, now we're awake. You alright, lad? Alright, so now we're going through the forest. All tall grass, bushes, trees, the lot. It's daytime. We're on the back of a wagon. You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. So this dude has got on a yellow jacket, I think, a lighter yellow turtleneck, a white hood, but the hood's not pulled up. He's got a couple of earrings in, he's got a blonde beard, he's kind of tan, he's got a scar over his nose, green eyes, and he's wearing a knit hat. Like a beanie, but not. It might as well be a beanie. Fuck it. That'll be the Aether, I reckon. Some are more prone to the sickness than others. The wagon, now that we're actually able to look at it a little, has a geometric covering over between the back and the front. It looks like a rug, but it's hung vertically. And then there are bags of stuff and boxes, and there's a booze bottle next to the grizzled passenger. No need to fret, though. He'll soon get used to it. Ha! Drinks from bottle. Oh, he's also got a ring on. What the fuck? Hey, it's Moogles. Two of them. One of them's blowing a horn. Feeling better, Kupo? Okay, so Moogles are the cutest goddamn things in existence. At least thus far. And, they're flying cat things without tails. Or rather, the tails are on top of their heads. They're white, they're fuzzy, they have whiskers and ears. Alright, that was Derek confirming the pizza. I'm gonna get chicken and a shit ton of vegetables. So, not even that unhealthy of a pizza. And we're getting it from Papa Murphy's because they are nominally healthier than like Pizza Hut or something. Anyway, Moogles. Cat ears, cat whiskers, bat wings, which aren't furry. They're white, they're furry, like I said. They have stumpy little arms and legs, and they're kind of chunky. Their eyes are almost always closed. I've never seen a Moogle with open eyes. And then they've got these weird little puffballs on their heads, which they look like balloons in this, but I've seen them be fuzzy before in other games. So that's pretty much what we're dealing with here, and they almost always end everything they say with Kupo. So anyway. Aha, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Kupo. We're Moogles, and we live in this wood. So now they float around to the grizzled passenger. And he's dancing in front of him. Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. And then there's two elves that are asleep. One's got a blue motif, one's got a red motif, but they're obviously twins. I'll describe them in a second. And seeing as how you're special, maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Did you chance to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? Nope. Ha! He stole the dude's booze. He's just drinking. But of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. And off they fuck. Oh, there's a bunch of these little fuckers. And so he drinks, but he doesn't have any booze left. Where did all my goddamn booze go? Verdania's still a fair ways off, in case you're wondering. Seeing as you're awake, how about you keep me company until we get there? Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? Alright, so... Oh, they aren't asleep. I thought they were asleep. I'm just gonna tell you their names. Because, it'll be a pain in the ass otherwise. Alfino is the male. Alize is the female. Alfino is the blue theme. Alize is the red theme. So because they're twins, this will actually be pretty easy. They're wearing, I guess jackets, tunics would be the best way. I don't know. And they're wearing leggings because they're elves with the ears and everything, of course. And then their hair is blue, silver, and messy, with cowlicks and everything, and then they've got a braid in the back, and the braid is tied with either red or blue. And they eventually ditch the fucking traveling gear, and they're wearing different things. So I'll tell you when they do that. But I've got to pause again. God damn it! There we go. It's just the wife telling me something about the later on. Anyway. Bremont's the name, and Pedlin's me trade. As for your good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you were one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? Nod. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. As long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune, or say nothing. To win glory! Glory, eh? Well, if you're willing to take on them tasks as other folks ain't, an adventurer such as yourself can win fame what coin can't buy. When you arrive in town, you want to report to the Adventurers Guild. You can find out everything you need to know about the adventuring business there. So we finally get an outside view of the wagon, and it's got these weird balloon things in the back, and everything is yellow basically. And then, oh, damn it moved away. I was going to describe the Chocobos, but I can't really do that now. The Chocobos are analogous to horses, but they're little, well, little. They're feather-covered chickens, basically. Although that's not quite right. It's hard to explain what they are. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Some guy's running up. Some guy in green leather armor and an ash mask. Or a wooden mask. Halt! Go no further! No, it's an elf. He's got graying hair. What's this, then? Whoa! Arrow fired at him. There we go, now I can see the Chocobos. So the Chocobos are, they're basically thinner chickens. They've got longer necks. They've got yellow feathers. They've got mean-looking, claws. And, I mean, you look like you could sit on their backs and ride, and because that's what you can do, actually. Anyway, carriage driver, whom I can't really see that well. What's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Ixal. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Birdman! Wait, that's not Birdman. No, they're the Birdmans. Pulls out spear. Bloody hells, we'll hold them here. Try to break clear. It's hard to describe what the birdmen look like because they don't give us a still, but we'll get to that. They're very thin. And they don't look like they can fly. So we dashed off. That was too bleeding close. Nice the Ixal to send us a welcoming party, eh? Pulls the arrow out. Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends, so just you take care, alright? By the by, is this your first trip to Gridania? Sure, why not? It is? Well then, let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, lushest forest in all of Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that, not since the Calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in and gave the Ixal unneeded encouragement. Birdmen raids have become a daily occurrence. Ah, at long last, behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania.
I'll describe it more when we're in it. Unless they do a pan. If they do a pan, I'll try to describe it as it goes. Good, I didn't think they would.
Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh umbral era.
Why is there a Moogle balloon? A hot air Moogle balloon.
However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul. One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
So now we're out. And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and then it's back to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks for keeping me company. The two elves just doink right past him. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Off he walks.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want. And in his heart, sow serenity, purity, and sanctity.
Oh no, not as angry as I am. So we're walking into Gridania. And then the Final Fantasy XIV thing comes in. Okay, now it's doing the pan, kinda. It shows us walking in. The elves running by. There's a big building. There's another big building. And the buildings are made of wood. And I don't mean, you know, oh, logs and shit. I mean actually tended wood. You there, yes you. The Gridanian building style is extremely... It's surprisingly modern for the amount of wood used. Because, you know, usually modern, you think stone, you think steel and that shit. But they've really tended the shit out of this wood. Anyway, he's a wood whaler. Your face is not known to me, newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertanon, a wood whaler of Gridania. The elves all have fucking French names, so I'm sorry for the pronunciation, fuck-ups. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are. This elf has reddish skin and also graying hair, but he's wearing the same, you know, green leather armor. Our Conjurer's staff is not treated wood. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. No scheme. Yeah, basic controls, blah blah blah. Alright, so we've got a bunch of UI shit to fuck with, so I will be back shortly. Alright, I am back. Fine, Jesus Christ, that took forever. Fucking hell. Okay. The wife is amazed that my HUD can be so dirty. So anyway, we've got to talk to this woodwhaler. So let's talk to him. Ah. How do I get rid of these? How do I get rid of these tutorial messages? Well, anyway. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Gridania, you must first register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Another green adventurer, I presume. As I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. So it pans over to the Adventurers Guild. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother My Own within, and she will take you in hand. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your quest. How do I get rid of these fucking things? Fine, let me get rid of these. Fucking Christ, hang on. There we go. Okay. We're supposed to go to the Carline Canopy. Let's go do that. We go to this big wooden building with these pennants, flags, whatever, of two white serpents crossing a staff with a golden crown and a yellow background and white trim. And then there's other flags on the Carline Canopy itself, which are orange, blue, and yellow. So we go in, and we've got proper polished wooden floors, sides, ceilings. It looks, actually, there's a bunch of green stained glass here. It kind of looks like a cathedral. So now we talk to Mother My Own. And she is just an older looking elf in a tailored surcoat, I guess. Yep, she's older. She's got a beauty mark. She's got earrings. She looks matronly. Mother My Own. Well, what do we hear? A white-eyed and wondering young adventurer come to put your name down to the guild, I assume. Welcome. My Own's my name, or Mother My Own as most call me, and the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honor of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the Guild is here to help you attain them. And it pans to outside the Guild. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fair deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well within our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a constant state of apprehension. Oh, it shows the Aetherite, which is a big, swirly stone. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that's to say nothing of the Calamity. And it just shows people sitting around and being worried. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Ah, but I speak of it as if you were there. Forgive me. 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dread worm emerged from within the lesser moon Dalamud and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the Calamity. Scarcely a square malm of the Twelveswoods, malms or miles, of the Twelveswoods was spared the devastation. Yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it all happened. I'm well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. There are as many versions of events as there are people willing to recount them. It shows off the stained glass. Floral patterns in the stained glass. Flowers and shit. Oh, speaking of, there's hanging flowers all over the place. In vases and shit. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. What the other 3 hot bars are for? Excuse me. Whatever else we misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of our realm, and yet whenever we try to say their names, the words die on our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst a blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Ahem. Pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask you that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left, then, is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Score your name right there. Oh, no, I would appreciate it if you used your real name. There's a special place in the 7th Hell for those who use amusing aliases. None of the others say that. Duran Fractus, huh? And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? No, it's not an amusing fucking alias. Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, a nation blessed by the elementals and the bounty of the Twelveswood. The guild expects great things from you. Look at what just arrived. Another goddamn adventure. Hey, it's the Woodwellers. A bunch of them. What, you want to throw down, bitch? Don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The Elder Seed Seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? So yeah, they're all wood whalers. They got slicked back hair. Damn, they all have slicked back hair. Except for the woman who's got her hair in a short kind of thing. And their spears are these weird stone and wood things. They almost look like seashell spears, but they're not. And they're all wearing the green leather armor. Of course not, lest you forget it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you do not cause any trouble here, or I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. Bitch, I will fuck you up! Pray that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Suspicious characters have been prowling the Twelveswood, you see, and the Woodwhalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often with the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalog of exemplary deeds in no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Bitch, I ain't waiting that long. She opens her arms. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Nope! Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mayon to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Yeet. Complete. I wonder how tall my guy is. I was just told to make him tall. I didn't see what it was. Blah, 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 blah. Yay, level 2! So we have to talk to her again. Mayon, proprietress of the Carline Canopy, wants you to perform the 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventure. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a formal member of the Conjurers Guild, you must be sure you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventure. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. The first task is to visit the Aether. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetherite Plaza not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetherite plays a key role in life in the ever-wandering adventure. Once you have located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Woodwhalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, go to visit the Conjurers Guild. There's no better place to learn the art of conjuring. Speak with Medell, and she'll explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you'll find weapons, armor, and all the various items an adventurer might need on his travels. There is, however, more to the market than buying and selling goods. Speak with Arsemontre and listen well to his counsel. God, I hate French names. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so make sure to offer him one of my famous veal pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have my thanks, Gran. May Nothka guide your path. Oh, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I am certain they'll be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but proving your worth and building a reputation... prove your worth and build your reputation, fuck me. And in time, folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. So we get turned around. Just showing people. I also suggest you lend an ear to the smith here in the canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. They wear green. Bright green. And it shows him counseling a young archer. He turns. Hi! And he walks back to his post. I want to get this crap out of the way real quick, this smith stuff, because it's not important. I do need to change one thing, really quick. There we go. So now I think I can get away with starting this thing. Oh shit, it's nighttime. Oh, right, there is one other thing I wanted to do. What the fuck? What's this? Cure. Restores target HP. Okay. Curing should go to... Shift 1? No. Alt 1. In that case, we want it to be Shift 1. Softly run. In the rain. Up to the Aetherite closet. So first we'll talk to this chick. A good adventurer is hard to find. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their metal. She's got red leather armor on. And a bow. Newly come to Gridania, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps? Actually, can I scale this? Ew. Yes. It's much easier to read. If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Chancellor of the Gods Quiver. You can find them standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creature of the 12 Woods have been behaving most unnaturally of late and has fallen to the Gods Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks, and certainly your offer of aid would be well received. Zoom this out. That is too small. But maybe not. Oops. I fell off the stairs. Okay. So we go up there. I do need to move my map around a little bit so I can see the whole thing. Zoom out. Alright. So now we go to the Aetherite, which the Aetherite is a big rotating crystal. Big blue rotating crystal with smaller blue rotating crystals that are rotating the opposite directions. It's very dizzying, so I try not to look at it too long. So now we have attuned to the Aetherite. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mayon's instructions. Hey, what? Oh, a wood whaler. This one's got kind of shortish hair. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I'm Nisia of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the Aetherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means of traveling swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherites and their connection to the flow of Aether. And as those devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. Ooh, her wood mask is green, but you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the Aetherites here in Gridania. If you wish to learn more, I am here to answer your questions. Yeah, not worth it. Ready for an... Tune to the Aetherite you can now use. Now we've got to put that on my thing. Turn. I need to put limit break. Limit break over here. That's a good spot for it. Alright. So now I'm going to stop this video and upload it to the YouTubes. When we come back later, I will be in my guild. I have been Blind Ryan. I hope you enjoyed this bit of clusterfuckery, and I will see you all next time.